Hey, what's up everybody? The whole premise of my show, Young and Stuff, is to include the stuff. There are many channels and shows on YouTube, and so many of them are super good at what they do, but most of them only cover one topic. I like a bunch of different things, and I want to share them with everybody in a fun, often semi-comedic way. I think I'm funny. Some of my favorite things are already covered in YouTube videos. Like, for instance, I'm a huge fan of The Strange, Dark, and Mysterious, which is why I subscribe to and watch Mr. Ballin. You should too. His storytelling is amazing. I'm also a fan of comics and movies and TV shows about them. If you are too, check out Emergency Awesome. Charlie has all the best information regarding all your favorite TV shows and or comics. I also like food and crazy amounts of hot sauce, which is why I'm a big fan of Sean Evans at First We Feast, and also the host of Hot Ones, which is another reason why you see me, have seen me experiment with crazy hot sauce that just annihilates my face. I provided links for the channels that I've mentioned already, just so that it's easier for you to find. But speaking of food, today I'm back with another cooking episode, and I'm going to be making you a chicken parmesan. And I've noticed that there's a bunch of recipes on the internet, lots of recipes, but no videos on how to do it. Sort of like just, here you go kid, figure it out. So I'm going to do a video for you, and hopefully I do it justice. Here we go. Before we start, why don't you go ahead and be a pal and click like on this video and be the bigger person and subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications for all my future videos. Now, on to the food. So in preparation for your dish, you want to have a couple of things first. You want to have your bowl of flour seasoned with salt and pepper. You're going to have a bowl of eggs. I've put some milk in there just to add a little bit of fluffiness to the eggs itself. It makes it stick better to the chicken. And then you want to have Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, and it's going to go in that order. So before you do that, you're going to want to pound out your chicken breasts, flatten them out. It sort of adds to the area covered. It helps it cook better, and it makes it easier. Now, before you start beating on the chicken, usually you want to have a meat mallet, but I don't have one, and I can't seem to find my hammer anywhere, so I'm going to use this tool here because it will work just as good. You got to make it work however you can. So, but you want to put a piece of plastic wrap over the top of the chicken, so that way you're not flinging chicken bits everywhere in your kitchen. So in your process of doing this, your main goal is to sort of is to not just beat the crap out of it, but sort of flatten it out as you go. So you want to hit toward the edge, and that will flatten out your chicken. Make sure to keep that plastic wrap over the top of it, because you really don't want chicken pieces flying everywhere. Another good reason for this process is to tenderize the chicken, and that will give you the best bite for your buck, I guess. I am not a chef. I am not going to tell you that I'm going to take you to Flavor Town. I'm not going to throw seasoning into something and say bam. It's just, I'm just showing you what I like to do with my dishes, and it is completely your choice if you want to take my advice or not. I really enjoy cooking. Like I said in a previous video, I think maybe I said it in the description of that particular video, I really enjoy cooking. It's pretty therapeutic for me. It helps me bring my brain back to center, and it helps me sort of unwind after a hard day or something. And that, my friends, is your flattened chicken. Like I said previously, your chicken is going to go into the flour first, the eggs second, and the breadcrumbs third. And then I have this dish here just to sort of keep them there until I start frying them. Now when you start frying them, you're going to want about an inch of vegetable oil in your pan, and that'll get a good coverage of your oil. And you have to make sure that it's plenty hot, because it won't cook your chicken perfectly if you don't have it hot enough. So before we get started with the final process of the prep on these chicken cutlets, I have a special guest with me today who's going to help me finish this. My daughter, Marin.
Hi everybody, before I started, I wash my hands. Make sure you always wash your hands before you start cooking.
Good advice, baby. That's great advice. Always make sure to keep your hands clean when you're handling food, especially chicken. So, do you remember your job?
Yep, you take a piece of chicken, dip it in there, carefully flip it over, then the eggs, and you'll take over.
Correct. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
I'll take this one.
Okay, good.
It's kind of messy.
That's a good pick. Good job. Okay.
We have to wash our hands before you go to the next.
Yeah, we are going to need to wash our hands again.
Okay. Because it's kind of messy. Look at my hands. Look at my hands, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Look at my hands.
Whoa! Let's go wash them.
Okay. Now, wait. Before we go, we got to say what we're going to do next, right? We're going to tell them what we're going to do next? Okay. So, at this point, we're going to go ahead and wash our hands. And then it's the frying part of the process. So I'm going to fry the chicken and start heating up the sauce and getting all of that stuff ready.
And I might help him. I have to heat up the sauce. Ah, there we go.
And here we go with the chicken. As I said before, you want to have a good coverage. Now I have 3 on here, but you don't want to overcrowd your chicken, so I'm only putting 2 in the heat at the moment, and then I'll finish the 3rd one later.
I am grating mozzarella cheese.
So after you're done frying your chicken and you pull it from the heat, you want to drain it real quick. So set it on a sort of draining thing with something underneath it to catch the dripping oil. And then after a few minutes of that, you're ready to plate it and start adding your sauce and your cheese. Okay, so when you're ready to start plating it, you go ahead and put your chicken on the plate, and then you're going to add a healthy dose of your sauce. And then you're going to throw your cheese on top of that. Now you don't want to drown it in cheese. Okay, maybe you do. Maybe you do want to drown it in cheese. The more cheese you have, obviously, the better. And then you're going to top that off with a little bit of fresh cut parsley. So once you've plated and sauced and cheesed and put everything on your chicken, then you're going to throw it in the oven to finish up with the cooking process on that. That's basically to keep the chicken hot, melt the cheese, keep all the flavors locked in there as we finish up the spaghetti and stuff. All right, cheers. We're finally done.
That milk's delicious.
All right, let's take a bite.
Chicken first. This chicken's yummy.
Actually, I'm super duper impressed. All right, man. We need to cut because I'm like gonna just dive in and it's gonna get real ugly. Watch my daughter's channel, Forever Youngs, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.